Hello everyone, I'm Dorothy Nam. 안녕하세요, 도로시 남입니다. Do you remember when you were a little kid and when you were playing sports with friends or your classmates, we would create two teams and then two captains would choose their team members one by one. And were you the one they always picked first or last or sometimes in the middle? We may have been excited to be the first kid to be picked or kind of sad to be picked last. Whatever your number was to be picked, it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, it's a team sport. So we have to work as a team and to do it well. And when each person pulls their own weight and we individually do and do their best, then there lies a great team. Well, I'm thinking of this athlete we will have on tonight. Probably was always picked first among his friends to be on their teams. So let's go and meet our guest.
Yeah, I heard of Dan Sandrin. I heard he plays for Samsung. It looks like Samsung's going to have a really great team this year. They've been really working hard in the preseason, and yeah, I really wish him good luck.
이동준 씨요. 이번에 삼성 가셔도 평소처럼 잘 하실 수 있을 거라고 생각합니다. 파이팅!
Isn't he half American? I think he plays basketball for the Samsung team. And his brother plays basketball too. Hey, good luck this season.
Tell me, girl, if every time we touch, you get this kind of rush. Baby, say yeah, 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 yeah. If you don't wanna take it slow and you just wanna take me home, baby, say yeah, 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 yeah. Every time we touch, you get this kind of rush. Baby, say yeah.
Welcome. And we have this extremely tall and extremely wonderful gentleman here tonight. And I'm glad that you can join us. Hello, how are you?
How you doing?
It's been forever.
No.
I want to call you Dan, but I know everyone in Korea calls you, Lee Dong-jun.
Right.
So, I mean, what are you more comfortable with people calling you?
Well, definitely, I feel it's a little weird if you call me Lee Dong-jun. So,
Because I've known you as Dan.
well, usually when I'm around, English-speaking people, I go as Dan, and then when I'm around Korean people, it's weird if they call me Dan. It's just weird.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure you have seen this face, not just modeling these days and all kinds of things, interviews, but of course known for his basketball stardom. And I think about maybe close to almost a year ago, your brother was here.
Right.
So yeah, it's great to have you here, and we're going to have to compare the looks of you two. You guys really look like brothers, but the height is there.
Right.
So if you can take your time and say hello to our viewers, they would love to meet you.
Hey guys, thanks for having me. My name is Daniel Sandrin. I've been playing basketball in Korea for the last 8 years. I'm currently with the Seoul Samsung Thunders, and I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we're so excited that you're here. When we think of winter, we often think of basketball. So
Right.
it's just kind of natural. I mean,
know
of
I
course,
do.
you do.
Right.
In the stateside, we think of in the fall football.
Right,
and
right,
now it's, the wintertime basketball. When that rolls around, is this in you? Do you feel the urge? You must, and it's been your profession for a while.
Well, as a pro player, we spend so much time getting ready for the season. So like the whole summer, we're out there, how hot it gets in Korea and humid, and we're out running in the mountains and whatnot. So really, when fall comes around, we're just so ready to get done with all that and start playing games. That's the fun part.
Wow. So it's really all year long. It's almost like not just that one season. You're planning and preparing for all year long, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're going to warm you up with some tea so you
That's
can
kind of
relax.
cool, that little that thing. I've
Is
never
that
seen
cool?
anything like that.
Yeah, we got some cool things here.
Thank
so have
you.
some tea.
All right.
Warm up a little bit.
Nice.
It's been cold these days. You know, introduce yourself as now a player for Samsung over here in Seoul now.
Right.
But you were down in Daegu. So we actually have a question from one of our viewers. So recently you moved to Seoul Samsung from Goyang Orients. You know, so is there any difference in atmosphere and training between these two teams? Is actually an ID Rusang, R-U-S-S-A-N-G, sent this question in. So yeah.
Well, you know, Korean training, it's all pretty similar in that we train a lot and we go really hard and it's all, it's very intensive training. The one thing about Samsung that I will say is Samsung, they're one of the biggest corporations in Korea, and Daegu was sort of a smaller club. And when you go to Samsung, the facilities are immaculate. So, you know, where we live, what we eat, like we have underwater treadmills, anti-gravity machines. We have a hospital inside of our facility.
Wow.
We have, you know, there's a tunnel to the gym, so we never have to be out in the cold, and it's ridiculous. So it's I would say the actual running and stuff, that doesn't change, but you know, everything that they do to take care of the players, it's pretty, yeah, mind-boggling.
You're pretty pampered, huh?
At Samsung, yeah. It's Cheongguk for players.
The only reason you don't put is feeding, you know, with a silver spoon. You feed your own
Right.
Wow. So tell me, what's the training difference like of these two teams? Is there a difference in training?
Well, you know, I think every coach has their own style of training. When you know, this is my 6th year playing pro in Korea, and I've had 6 different coaches. So each coach has his own style. Some coaches, I mean, for instance, last year at Goyang, we would practice 4 times a day. Get up at 6 in the morning, go out and run the track. You know, then 8 o'clock weights, then 3 o'clock regular basketball practice. Then at night we'd come out and shoot again. And then coming to Samsung this year, our coach is kind of in between. We practice about twice a day, and you know, it's kind of shorter, but it's pretty intense.
Yeah. Wow. So what is your average day like? You wake up, what time? I mean, is it pretty typical of a day, you know, where you have to train? It's almost like military, you know, you have to get up and exercise. So tell me what your average day like.
Well, my average day, I wake up at 7:25, mandatory breakfast.
Oh.
No missing breakfast.
Really?
And,
so that's a must.
We eat breakfast as a team. They want to keep us healthy. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
That is true.
And then after breakfast, I take a short nap, and then we have morning practice, which can either be weights or it can be shooting or something like that. After that, we eat lunch. Between lunch and my afternoon practice, I get treatment. So I'll go and anything that's bothering me, I'll go to the hospital type place we have and get, you know,